Welcome to Ilocos Lagip Stories. Lagip Ti na palabas.
Lagip Ti na palabas. Programa ngayon kay pakangagan kadagiti nagduduma a pakasaritaan iti biag nga umay mang tad-adal liwliwa ken pagsarmingan iti biag. Pakaibasaan dagiti sursurat manipod kadagiti naayat a dumdumngeg. Papagayam, awisan da kayo nga rod nga agsurat ken mangipatulod kadagiti kapadasan nyo iti biag adiyon tupulos malipatan a nagbalinan a paset ti napalabas. Tapno income ornosan ken idrama dito'y programa tayo Lagip Ti Napalabas. Naimbag nga orasyo amin papagayam. Ti surat ngayon ta ikan biag kita ket nagapu kani pagayam tayo a Jerry, manipod probinsya ti La Union. Kastoy man ti kunana. Dear Miss F, umuna ti amin kablaawan kayo manpay iti naragsak ken nabindisyon nga aldaw. Pagyamanak unay, numapili yumet nga idrama to'y pakasaritaan ti biag ko. Kidawak nga ilingad na kumalatan itinagan a Jerry. 22 titawan ko idi nakasikugak. Madamaak paylaang idi nga agap apply tapno makastruk iti serbisyo. Ket tapno maiwasan ti chismis ken negative nga impressions dagiti tattao iti pamilyami, nagkasar kami ken ni Ivy iti judge. Intuloy mo't ni Ivy tinagadal, kabayatan ti kaaddak idi iti training. Agingga nga inpas ngay na ti anak mi. Kalpasan ti sumagmamano abulan, nakastrekak meten iti serbisyo. Diyakon na sarungkaran dagiti aginak, gaputa diretsyo meten ti panagjutik. Gaputa awan pay met balay mi, nagnaed da pay laeng ijay balay, kadwana dagiti kakabsat ken dadakkel ko. Ngam ididandanin ag-graduate ni Ivy, marigatan nga aginawid ijay lugar mi. Iso anang kita iti mabalin na apagdagusan iti mismo nga ili. Ket inayaban na ti inana tapno mga awer iti anak mi. Kabayatan ti panagadal na. Kada umawag idi ni bakat ko ket kwarta ti ibagbagana. Iso ti kanayon apagrekyaran mi. Dito'y kung arudan arugyan ti ag salaysay.
Anya? Kwarta manan? Kat no kaipawpawit ko lang kan kay di na panalawas.
Wen, nga masakit nga rod ni baby. Kuna ni nanang anasaysaya at numaipan iti ospital. Iti kasta ma-check up dagiti doktor.
Apay, agan ano ngamin ayan ni baby. Amangan met no nabaybay amon, gapo iti kanayon mo akaawan.
Di nakpagsawan iti kasta, Jerry. Tauray no kasano ti kinabisik iti pagadalan. Amuklat ta nga ikan iti oras ti anak ta.
Una, ngam kada umawag ka. Kwarta. Amumet amamindwa lang nga agsweldo iti makabulan. Agam no dumawat ka. Kasla kanayon akmutan nga agsweldo.
Saan ka matapilitan no talagang awan? Numangtad ka o di agyaman na. Ngam no awan, di awan. Sana masapul nga adu asaom.
Unay ka na ya. Maawatan na kumamet. Ado ti paggastusak dito eh.
Wen, maawatan ka. Ngam maawatan na kumamat. Amumat nga agad-ada na. Ado ti paggastusak. Sa anak mat kat adumawat no amok nga awan kwartam, Jerry.
Sige, tamang ipawita. Ingka nga rod ipa-check up ni baby. Iti kasta, mataming adagos lagi ti doktor.
Nanang, apay no dito'y kayo pala ang dagos mi nga agnaed aging gang agturpusak.
Nay, kunak man no sumagmamanula ang abulan ti panangkadwak kada kayo dito'y ay anak ko.
Ay, kasano kat agririmat ni Jerry tunggal dumawatak iti kwarta kankwana. Iso anasaysaya at salaangan no agtrabaho ak. Kabayatan ti panagadal ko. Iti kasta, adda pangalaak iti pangalawans ko.
Sa bagay, nasaysaya at ba't nga agpaiso nga dabukod mo a kwarta. Iti kasta, saan kalaang amang namnama iti ipawit ni Jerry anak ko. Wala nang, saan abali ta-graduating akmatan? Ay katwan ang road. At damot kit de dagiti kakabsat mo amang tulong kinitatang mo. No kasyay nga adda matrabaho ijay talaon. Wala nang, kit agyaman akunay. Awan anyaman na anak ko. Basta igaad mo kumate agadal. Iti kasta, makalpas ka. Wala nang, awan rumbang apagdanagan nyo. Talaga nga igagaad ko ti agadal. Saan lang apara kanyak? No di kat para kada tayo, kan para iti anak ko.
Okay. Kasano nga ita? Saan ka mat gaya man nakapasa iti board exam? Kundi review ka pa mat. Sayang lang ti kwarta. Bueno, adda sa bali apaka kumiku, ma'am. Ket iso ti ipuy-ipuy atam. Iso adi mo sineryoso ti nagreview ket saan ka nakapasa.
Ay, anya ka di mananda kita nga ibagbag am Cherry.
Ibagaman ti pudno, Ivy. Adan samat lalakim. Gaputan dyan nagawawid. Ket nagbirok kamatan iti sa bali. Ah. Apay, siyak ngay. Naminsanak lang mat nag-take iti board exam. Nakapasak mo dadagos. Lalaki akpay. Sigagi din na babae ti saan. Paliwawang. Sa bali siguro tinas asikaso ma. Iso di mo na ipasa ti exam.
Ay, awan oras ko amakirin ni Kier may papaniti day taba ng Jerry. Tinasayaat, mangipaw itakit di ti kwarta.
Na, kwarta manan? Kada umawag ka, kwarta, kwarta! Ipaw-pawit ko lang arudan ken kati kagudwat sweldok. Ngem pakurangan pay. Ay unay kamutan. Pangan anuam ayat ti kwarta.
Amumat ang masakit ti anak ta. Kinapudno na, nag-seizure manen ni baby. Kat adda kami ita dito ospital.
Anya? Oh, makitam na ta. Siguro nabaybay amon ti anak ta. Gapo iti panaglalalaki man niya.
Ay, awan ka skanda kita nga ibagbagam, Jerry. Mangipaw itkakit di. Iti kasta, adda busbusan mi dito ospital.
Awan ti maipawit ko. Ken... Ineddepan nakit din. Oh, ti awanan ba'y na babae?
Kasano da ito yan, Jerry? Masikugak matan.
May sakamit. No di kan tumot ngamin nagananad. Kasano ngay daytan?
Jak mat naglangan ang nagtumar iti agas at tumtumarag tapno jak agsikog. Nakarga anak matlata. Jerry,
Anya nga tanong. Just kikit di.
iparagrag ko kasta ka di? Saan, Jerry? Basol iti Diyos ti
Si
panpanunutan.
Baba Sultan iti imatang ti Diyos. Iso
Saan ko nakmat? No di mo kabalan asungbatan tin inawag, okay lang. Maawatan ka. Ngamin, amok nga addan pamilyam. Ngam pangaasim, tadi nakpilitan iti kayat mo nga aramidan. Urayan niya ti mapaspasamak. Ipas ngay ko ti ubing, Jerry.
Sa payada iti ospital ti anak ko ita. Anyamatan. Pasensya ka na, Julie. Sorry. Diyakon na mo ti rarabidak. Diyakon na mo ti panunutak. Iso at tila mapampanunot ko nga ramidan. Talaga mariribu ka, nak. Nagbalinak abisi ka dagiti napalpalabas ngal daw. Gapoy ti kasasaan ni Julie kanti anak mi. Kasanungot ngamin. Naganak ako urang iti bulan. Iso masapol ang ma-incubator ti ubing. Diya ko nawawagan ti asawak. Apay ngay. Di mat pulos imawawag. Apay ngatan. Tinasayat. Awagak ni Ivy. Apay ngay. Diyak mo't makontak ti asawak. Ulitak nga idayal. Awan lata. Apay ngay. I-text ko man langan. Itikas ta. Awagan nak. Hello, Nanang. Pasensya kayo, no da kayo tinawagak. Jack ngamin makontak ni Ivy. Nag-text akin ko na, nga mawan reply na. Iso ada kayon tinawagak. Kumusta kayon? Kumusta mo dagiti aginak?
Kasi ti Apo, nasaya at kami batlata barok. Iso na laang taging gaita. Kat adda kami pa'y laang dito ospital. Saan kami pa'y anak awid. Manipod day dinaudi ang nagsaritaan yung kini Ivy.
Anya? Nabayagan da siya.
Katuhan, nabulanan kami at ito'y.
Apay, anya ngamin ayat isakit ti anak mi nanang.
Ay, adda sakit na itidara, barok. Leukemia ti sakit ni Renji.
Anya? Apay ngay asaan nga imbagbagan ni Ivy dayta kanyak.
Kat no saan nakakanumat ang makunta, kadagiti napalpalabas nga aldaw, barok. Kan may sa, di nan maasikaso ti cellphone na. Nga main makumikom ang mga asikaso iti anak yaw. Dandani saan na akaya ti maitisaw. Agririno ko ha. Isu asaksakluten latan ani Ivy.
Oh, sige nga nanang. Pakibagayawan nga rotasong bata na ti awag ko. Kaya't ko makasarita ti asawak.
Sige, tay bagak day taken ko na barok.
Hello, bakit? Apay nga italasong batang ti awag ko.
Inaramit ko mat amin nakabailan. Ngam talaga adinan na ilasat pa'y. Amo ti Diyos, asaan na ka nagkurang iti panangasikaso kiti anak ta, Jenny.
Anya ka din dagita nga ibagbagam. Apay, anya tinapasamak. Ivy! Oh, naidip na tan. Awagak manan. Saan na makontak ni asawak? Anya nga tati kahit asawan na giti imbagana. Madiday tuwing ngagparparit na kanya ka. Awagak ti boss mi. Iti kasta, makapakadak. Masapul nga agawidak. Diyak makontak ni asawak. Agraman ni nanang. Di na mo tensong batan dagiti awag ko. Anya nga tanay at tinapasamak. Partakak pa iti agmanayo. Iti kasta, makasang puweta ka dagos. Sapay na po yata na ka nag-duty di rabi. Hanggang masapol nga ikarigatak ti agawid. Overtake ak man day ta sarun na ikaw. Damasabat ko! Sa dino ti ayan ko. Cherry, iho. Papa, hagyaman hakta nakapuot kamatlahangan, iho. Kumusta tirik nam? Awan ka di tinasakit. Oh, di mo ba ikuti, iho. Imbag langin, ha? Tasaan ka unay anadangran, itipan na ka disgrasya. Papa, tasawak. Sa dino ti ayan na. Kumusta ti anak mi? Iho. Sa dino ti ayan na, papa. Pangasyo, takuyugan ta kiti ayan na. Agkalma ka kumalag, Jerry. Madama nga sa sikasun da iwekin mamam, dagiti masapsapol. Iti kasta, mayawi din iji pala iti bangkay ni Renji. Anya, bangkay ko ng papa? Huwan iho. Makapalatingit man. Ang emnaskan nga awatan tayo, tigas at anak iyo. Talaga siguro, ngaging galangan ijay, tinted ti Diyos, abiyag na. Ivy.
Kumusta ka mat kayo, Jerry?
Pakawanan na ko, ma. Nagdakaltikin mo to ang bakada. Kan limlim-tag dagiti matama.
Awan mat siguro tirumbang nga ipalawag ko kan ka, Jerry. Kaya't ko tagina na. Isa pang asim tadi naksingan. Kaya't ko ti maturog.
Sige. Maturog ka lang, Ivy. Adak lang dito sibay mo. Ikarik adi ka panawan. Aging nga makaturog ka.
Adakan ka. Katagyaman no kasta, Jerry.
Nakakaasim at asawa ka. Sabay kumata mapakawanak, Ivy. Sorry. Sorry, tinagbasulak. Ivy, bumangon ka ditan pa kahit. Atoy, inyagan ka iti kanan. Nagluto ak itinitib ang manok. Bumangon ka. Ala, maan ka amangan. Tapos nagsublit isigo da bagim. Kasta unay na kutong mo bakit?
Api nga ta kapay lang dito, Jerry. Kasanon ti trabaho.
Nag-resign ako.
Anya, ang api nga'y sayang man.
Kaya't ko asulnitan dagiti panawan nga awanak iti danam. Manipot ita. Dito yak langin sibay mo. Dito yak kung nagtrabaho. Tapno mabantayan ka. Kahit maiwanan ka.
Jerry,
Kahit ulit agkagkid daw iti pamakawan ka. Sapay ko mata mapakawanak. Mapakawanak ko makadagiti amin na nagkurangak. Bakit?
Naimbag nga oras mo, Jerry.
Julie, anyat araramin mo dito'y. Ang mga numakita na kati asawak. Pangasim tadi kagis iskandalo dito'y. Numaipapan iti ubing. Ikarigata ka mang iti sustento. Basta di ka iskandalo.
Jerry, agkalma ka kumalahang. Sa anak nga inmay tapno agiskandalo. Danggan nakpay kuma, pangaasim.
Ha?
Manipod pimanaw ka iti dagos mo. Pimanaw kami matan iti anak ta. Jakin bagbaga kadag iti dadakkel ko ti maipapan kadatakan ti anak ta. Mabutengak ngamin, iti mabalin nga aramiden ta. Numaamuan da ti panaganak ko abalasang. Nang runa kat pamilyado ka na tao. Nadamag ko ti napasamak iti anak yo. Iso ngayon mayak.
Anyat kayat mo sawan.
Planok ti agabroad, Jerry. Kat ibatik kada kayo ti anak ta.
Anya? Angam?
Adakin ka no ipudnom iti asawam ti maipapan kadata. Mabalin mo mat apagparangan latan nga amponan nyo ti ubing. Basta ibatik ken ka, kat sikan ti makaammo, Jerry. Amo ka natalgad ti agbalin akasasaad ti anak ta no ibatik iti puder mo. Amo ka di mo baybayan. Kan may sa, nasing pa ti asawam. Iso nga amo kan mariknak nga ipadag na mat ti ubing, kas pudpud nung anak yo.
Angam, kasanon, no, di na maawat ti ubing.
Adakin kan amang ipakaawat ken kwa na, Jerry. Amok akabaalam dayta. Ikarik asaan kayon to ariribukan. Nulakit di ta nasaya at to ti agbalin at rato ti asawam, iti anak ko. Idi damo kat mariknak asaan a welcome ken kwa na ti ubing. Ngam idi agbayag kat isunan ti mga awer. Awan pulos nang ngagko apanang sidir manipod iti asawak kas tameten kadag iti dadakkel ken kakabsat na. Nasingpet ken naanos da kanyak. Namin pinsan metten a nagbaliwak. In pamaysak ti atensyon ko iti asawak ken iti anak ko. Ket ita addan iti kolehiyo ti anak mi. Saan mi metten nga inbagbagapay kenkwana ti maipapan iti inana. Makunak ang naragsak kami ita kas maysa a pamilya. Awan metten damag kupay ka ni Julie, manipod na kiasawa iti maysa a foreigner ket nagnaeddan iti sabali a pagilyan. Daytoy mantipadas ko ajak tupulos malipatan, ket pagyamanak unay ti anos mo anang ibasa ken nangiyornos para iti pannakaidrama toy surat ko. Toy pagayam mo, Jerry.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, I'm reacting to a very emotional episode of Tea. Just from the title itself, we already know that this is not just a simple story. Tea speaks about memories of the past, memories that remain in the heart even after many years have passed. And in this episode, we are given the story of Ivy, their child, and the painful lessons that came from love, responsibility, pride, and regret. At the beginning of the episode, the program introduces itself as a place where real-life stories are shared. These are not just stories for entertainment. They are stories that can teach us, comfort us, and sometimes even make us look at our own lives. That introduction already gives the episode a very reflective mood. It feels like we are about to listen to someone's confession, something personal, something that still hurts. Then we hear the letter from. He comes from La Union, and he asks that his full identity be protected. Right away, that tells us that his story is sensitive. It is not something he is proud of. It is something he carries with shame, regret, and maybe a desire to finally release the burden in his heart. Begins by explaining his life when he was still young. He was only 22 years old. At that age, many people are still studying, still building dreams, still figuring out life, but already had a heavy responsibility. He was married to Ivy, and they had a child. At the same time, he was trying to build his own future. He was training and hopping to enter service or find a stable job. Ivy was also continuing her studies. And this is where the conflict starts to become very real. They were young. They had dreams. They had pressure from society. They had family expectations. And they had a child who needed care, love, money, and attention. It is easy to say that people should be responsible, but when someone is young, overwhelmed, and emotionally unprepared, responsibility can feel like a burden instead of a blessing. What struck me early in the story is how seemed more concerned about appearances than about the emotional reality of his family. He wanted to avoid gossip and negative impressions. He did not want people to judge him. And honestly, that is something many people can relate to. Sometimes, people make decisions not because they are right, but because they are afraid of what others will say. But the painful part is this. While was protecting his image, Ivy was carrying the real weight of their situation. Ivy was studying. She was taking care of their child. She was dealing with expenses. She was asking for help. And instead of receiving support, she often received frustration. Every time she asked for money, seemed irritated. He felt pressured. He felt like all she wanted from him was money. And as I listened to that part, I felt sad because this is such a common problem in many families. Financial stress can slowly destroy communication. A simple request for help can sound like an attack. A tired person can answer with anger instead of love. And when both people are exhausted, the home becomes a place of tension instead of peace. But we also have to be honest. His reaction was not fair to Ivy. Ivy was not asking for money for luxury. She was asking because their child needed care. Their baby was sick. There were hospital expenses. There were medical needs. And his response at times sounded cold and impatient. That was really difficult to hear. The most emotional part for me is when the child becomes seriously ill. The baby suffers seizures and needs to be brought to the hospital. Imagine being Ivy in that situation. You are a young mother. You are scared. Your child is sick. You are probably tired from school, from family pressure, from lack of money, and from emotional pain. And when you call the father of your child, instead of comfort, you hear complaints. That is heartbreaking. At that moment should have been the person Ivy could lean on. He should have been the one saying, "Do not worry, I am here. I will find a way." But instead, he allowed his frustration to speak louder than his love. And this is where the episode becomes more than just a family drama. It becomes a lesson about words. Words can hurt deeply. Sometimes people think that because they are stressed, they have the right to say anything. But the truth is, words spoken in anger can stay in someone's heart for years. You may forget what you said, but the person you hurt may remember it forever. Said things that showed his confusion, his fear, and his immaturity. There is a moment where he seems to think of avoiding another pregnancy or avoiding another burden, and Ivy reacts with pain and moral concern. That moment shows how broken their communication had become. Instead of facing the problem together, they were already hurting each other. Then the story becomes even heavier. We learn that Ivy gives birth early and the baby needs special care. The child is placed in an incubator. Later, there are more health problems. The baby has a serious condition involving the blood. At this point, Ivy is no longer just a student and a wife. She is a mother fighting for her child. And where is emotionally during all this? He is busy. He is away. He is working. He is training. He is trying to secure a future. But the question is, what is the value of a future if the people you are building it for are suffering alone in the present? That question really hit me. Because sometimes people justify absence by saying, "I am doing this for my family." But a family does not only need money. A family also needs presence. A wife needs emotional support. A sick child needs both parents. Love is not only providing, love is also staying, listening, and showing up when it is difficult. Eventually tries to call Ivy, but he cannot reach her. He becomes worried. He contacts his mother. His mother tells him that Ivy is overwhelmed, that she is taking care of their child, that maybe she cannot even focus on her phone because she is exhausted. This part is very important because finally begins to see what he failed to see before. Ivy was not ignoring him. Ivy was not being difficult. Ivy was surviving. That realization changes the emotional direction of the story. When finally goes home, the mood becomes more painful but also more hopeful. He sees the consequences of his absence. He sees Ivy weak and tired. He sees how much she has carried. And in that moment, regret begins to enter his heart. Ivy apologizes. That part broke my heart. She is the one who suffered so much, yet she still says sorry. She asks for forgiveness. She says she is tired. She only wants to rest. And finally becomes gentle. He tells her that he is there. He promises not to leave her. That scene is very emotional because it shows the beginning of transformation. For much of the story, acts like someone who is running away from responsibility. Not completely, because he does work and provide in some way, but emotionally, he is absent. He is not fully present as a husband and father. But near the end, he finally understands that responsibility is not just about earning money. It is about choosing your family again and again, especially when life becomes hard. One of the strongest moments is when cooks for Ivy. It is a simple act, but it carries so much meaning. He prepares food for her. He wakes her up gently. He asks her to eat. That simple scene feels like an apology without too many words. It shows care. It shows regret. It shows that he wants to make up for the pain he caused. Then reveals that he resigned from his work or service. That moment is surprising. At first, we may think, why would he do that? They need money. But emotionally, the story wants us to understand that has finally realized what Ivy needed most, his presence. Of course, in real life, leaving work is not always the best solution. Families still need income. But in the emotional world of this episode, resignation symbolizes a major change. He is no longer choosing ambition over family. He is no longer choosing image over love. He is choosing to stay beside Ivy and their child. And that is the heart of the episode. This story is not only about poverty or sickness. It is about emotional neglect. It is about how silence, distance, pride, and stress can slowly damage a family. It is also about how a person can realize their mistakes before everything is completely lost. Is not presented as a perfect man. In fact, he makes many mistakes. He is impatient. He is harsh. He fails to understand Ivy's pain. But the reason his story is powerful is because he admits his mistakes. He looks back at the past and sees where he failed. That is why this episode fits the title T. It is a memory of the past, but not just for sadness. It is a memory meant to teach. Is remembering not because he wants to suffer again, but because he wants others to learn from his experience. For me, the biggest lesson is this: never wait until someone is completely broken before you decide to care. Sometimes we think we still have time. We think we can apologize later. We think our family will always understand us. But people get tired. People get hurt. People carry pain quietly. And by the time we finally notice, the damage may already be deep. Ivy's character represents many mothers and wives who suffer silently. She studies, she cares for the child, she faces hospital problems, and she still tries to be understanding. Her strength is quiet, but it is powerful. She does not need dramatic speeches to show her pain. Her tiredness says everything. This mother also plays an important role. She becomes a bridge between and Ivy. She explains what refuses to understand. Sometimes, family members can help open our eyes when we are blinded by our own stress. The child represents innocence. The baby does not understand money, pride, or adult conflict. The baby only needs care. And that makes the story even more painful because children are often the ones most affected by the mistakes of adults. What I like about this episode is that it feels very human. The characters are not simply good or bad. Is wrong in many ways, but he is also struggling. Ivy is strong, but she is also tired. Their family is not perfect. Their situation is messy. And that is why the story feels real. The emotional message is clear. Love should not disappear when life becomes difficult. In fact, that is when love should become stronger. Another thing that stood out to me is how the story talks about young marriage and early responsibility. And Ivy were still building their own lives when they became parents. That kind of situation can be very challenging. It requires maturity, patience, and sacrifice. Without those things, love can easily turn into resentment. But the episode does not simply blame youth. Instead, it shows that growth is possible, grows through pain. He learns through regret. He becomes aware that his wife and child are not obstacles to his future. They are the very people who should be part of that future. By the end of the episode, I felt a mix of sadness and hope. Sadness because Ivy suffered too much. Sadness because realization came late. But hope because he finally chose to stay. He finally understood that being a husband and father means more than sending money. It means being emotionally present. This episode reminds us to check on the people we love. Do not assume they are okay just because they are quiet. Do not dismiss their requests as complaints. Do not make them feel alone while they are carrying burdens that belong to both of you. If your partner is asking for help, listen first before reacting. If your child is sick, be present. If your family is struggling, do not let pride control your response. And if you have made mistakes, admit them while there is still time to change. For me, Tea is not only a drama, it is a mirror. It reflects the painful truth that many people only understand the value of family after they almost lose it. This story teaches us that regret can be painful, but it can also become a turning point. The past cannot be changed, but the lessons from the past can change the way we live today. So my final reaction is this. This episode is emotional, heavy, and very meaningful. It reminds us that love without responsibility is not enough, and responsibility without compassion is also not enough. A family needs both. To Ivy, as a character, I felt deep sympathy. She carried so much pain with quiet strength. Too, I felt frustration at first, but later I saw his regret and his desire to change. And to the story as a whole, I think it leaves a strong message. Never let the people you love suffer alone. That is my reaction to this episode of Tea. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to appreciate your family, your partner, your parents, or anyone who has stayed with you through difficult times. Sometimes, the greatest lesson from the past is learning how to love better in the present.
Lagip ti napalabas. Hello manen kada kayo papagayam. Naragsak nga ingkay panagdengdengeg. Agyaman kami manen kadagiti likes kan comments yo. Kastameten kadagiti kablaaw yo. Sapay kuma, tadi kay tumauma adumngeg dito'y nanumo at channel tayo. Kat itultuloy yo latta timang suporta kada kami. Iti kasta, kat adupay adrama ti maipaaymi kada kayo. Ti surat ngayon ta idrama ita ket nagapo iti pagayam akayat na ti agpailinged iti nagan a Philip. Kastoy man ti kunana. Dear Miss F, awagan nak kumalatan iti nagan a Philip. Tubuak ti La Union nga may ti agdamaket adda kami dito'y Nueva Vizcaya. Taga dito'y ngamin ti asawak ket dito'y kami metten anagnaed manipod nagkalaysa kami. Tinak ibinglay wenno istoryaan ita ket tinagbalin apadas mi nga agkakabsat idi ubbing kami pay. Panagtalon laeng ti adda a pagtataodan ti pagbiagan mi. Makilablabada met ti inami no kasjay nga awan unay ti matrabaho ijay talon. Rugyak nga rudan ti agsalaysay.
Delia! Delia!
Apay ayala kay. Anya man ti pagpungpung tutam.
Sa dino tayo ni Philip.
Ni, apay ni Philip, Elpidio.
Nasabat ko ti maestra na itay. Ipagpabayad na ti sarming anabuong kano ni Philip. Gapu iti panagayayam da iti unag ti classroom da iti bolay di kalman.
Anya?
Sa dino tayo tinalay ng anak mo, ha?
Ay kwa. Imbaon ko amapan mangyapon kadagiti dingwan tayo lakay.
Ibagamtag sarita kami apama na sumangpet.
Ala, hustunan anak ko. No apay ngamin anagay ayam kayo iti bola iti unag ti classroom nyo. Ammo yung mat nga do ti madadaal ijay.
Yak mating gagara, nanang. Dita, sumungbat pa lang. Kaya't mo pa itibaw ka. Saan yung tatang? Di mo't imbagak ano basol mo, di ka nagkalintigan pa eh. Tatang.
Ala, gusto na italakay.
No saan mo abasol ti may sabanag? At dakar pa nga mga kalintigan, wano rason. Ngam no nalawag met abasol mo, aklunam ti bidot mo, kadigan agrason pa'y. Nawatam! Tatang. Onya, ulitin pa'y ka dito kay ayam iti unag ti classroom yo, ha? Saan tatang? Inton kon, pilayan kalagang nga rodon, tapno agtalinag kalagan dito balay.
Ala, gusto ka rin day talakay. Unay kalakit din aya. Agkalma ka kumalaang, ang mga numalaw-anam manan ti anak ta. Asino takin ko kadag ito'y notebook kan libro ang nakawara dito'y.
Diyak mo nanang, amang ano ni Judith, uno saan ni Philip.
Judith! Philip! Umayuman ornusan dagito'y nakawara dito'y balkon.
Saan ko mat ako kwadagita, nanang? Ang mga nun ni Philip.
Inyornos ko matan dagiti papel ken libro itay. Saan ko ako dagita?
Ay unay kayo lakit din aya. Nabambanog ti tao anagapo ijay talon. Ngam kastoy paylaang mat ti masang patak. Agkaiwara dito'y balay. Ornusan nyo mat aglinis kayo mat.
Naglinis ako nanang.
Naglinis ka kunam. Ngam agkaiwara mat ti papel dito'y.
Diyak mo no asino ti akin kukuha kadagita nanang. Basta siyak, inyurnos ko itayan dagiti notebook kan libro.
Asino nga iti ururayon nyo amang yurnos kadagitoy? Siya?
Philip! Judith! Umayo nga minan urnusan Agpin na tudo kayo paylaang mat.
May sakamat Gladys. Imbes asikati mangisuro kadagiti addim. Saan mat? Sikati inauna. Iso ano adda makitam anakawara dita, ay kat urnusam batan Saan kat amulmulagatam kit din dita anakawara.
Di damat nga minamo ti may suro nanang. Namin anok matan nga imbaga kadakwada, nga iurnos da dagiti usarda, ngam awan latamat.
Alaala, urnusumon sakbay asumang petje amayo. Amangan numakaraman kayo manen iti baot, numadanunan na dagita anakawara.
Hoy, Philip! Nagsaor ka! Apay nga nga adda ka dita nakalinong.
Wan nga rod umay kakit din tapno malpas adagos to'y daldalusan tayo. Iti kasta makaawid tayo matan.
Nabanungak na rodan. Nagsakitan tiyo makangagbagbag o titiruot.
Agwantis ka ngamin
Uwag gwanti sa manang. Nasakit latta. Naging pismat ngamin to'y gwanti sa ginatang ni nanang.
No day tapa nagrekreklamom, kat nagbagot ka kuman iti ruot, di adda kumanalpas mo.
Isupay
Anya launay ayat ipakaringguran yung agkakabsat. Agtrabaho kayo lang kate.
Sana masapol asao kay asao. Alala, ituloy yung kitintag dalos. Iti kasta malpas sa dagos.
Untatang!
Gusto mo tinday pa na ginanam Philip. Nung nakainanakan iti maysa, 1 o 2 minutos. Trabaho manan. Sana may sa oras kayo na. Awan ati malpas at trabaho no kasta lang.
Gunggulangan!
Nalalala, agawaan nyo tagdalos. Iti kasta malpas at agos.
Wan tatang.
Bumaon ka ditan Gladys. Ringam mo tanda kita addem tani aldawan.
Ay na, bay ang paylaang idalakay. Nasapa pay mat. 4:00 paylaang iti parbangon. Isupay matimay sa oras apan naturog na
Ay, sana mabalin delya. Askan lang asuruan damatin tagluto. Saan nga agnanayon asikalatan taglutluto para kadakwada?
Saan abali takabaelak pay mat lakay. Mapuyat damat piman numariing da iti masapa.
Nasapa da naturog idarabi. Isonas kan lang nga masapa damat nga gring
Elpidio.
Oy! Bumangon kayo ditan kurap na eh! Di urahing umayak pa ilang ditay tayo!
Ringin mo dagit adem.
Undang!
Unay kalakit din ay alakay.
Bakit? Para mo't lahing kadakwada ti kastingar aramideg. No saan da masuruan ita, sigurado nga isutan tumot lahing tinakakaasin o bilang lahing. Iso nga kabayatan nga ubing dabay. Suruam idaan kadagiti trabaho. Saan lang dito'y unag ti balay? No di ka karamanan ijatalon. Iti kasta, amudan to tar aramidan da.
Sa bagay matkit di
Iso di na kumadildilawan bakit? Ngamin, pagsayaatan damad lang, ti pampanunutay.
Ne, apa yan anak ko? Apay ngagsangsangit kayo?
Pinauto kami man ni tatang nanang.
Apay manen aya. Anyaman nga minan ti inaramid yo. Taapay abinaot da kayo di amayo. Narabyan kami anagawid, nanang. Apay nga min anarabyan kayo anagawid.
Napanak pa nakiyayam iti balay ti ka eskwelaak nanang.
Kat si kangay mat Judith. Di magasak lang mat iti balay ti ka eskwelaak. Napan kami nagbayabas ijay likod ti balay da. Ay kat basol yung arudan no apay abinaot da kayo manan di amayo. Amo yumet adi na kayat amarabrabyan kayo nga agawid. Ala, husto day ta na panagsangsangit yo. Ni manang yung ay agladis, sa dino ti ayan na.
Anday di kusina nanang. Aglut-luto.
Mala, itulod mo man nga rod to'y ginatang ko amasida iti ayan na anak ko. Ibagam ta iso ti iluto na apangrabyan tayo.
Nanang.
Mabisin ako, nanang.
Uray siyak nanang. Mabisinak mo tan.
At da tinapay a ginatang ko, mangan kayo pay laang iti tinapay. Pagururayan tayo iti masida nga iluto ni manang yo.
Nagbital tawan niya manang Judith. Manang Gladys. Sabado manan inton bigat.
Ay, uwan nga rod ah.
Oh, apay ayan no Sabado manen inton bigat. Masadot ka manen ama panijay talon, kasta ka di.
Launay amanang. Sapay nakapudpudot iti talong.
Ay, sus! No asino pa iti lalaki. Isupay ti sadot nga agtrabaho ijay talon.
Uwan nga rod ah.
Makapasadot mat ngamin. San abali kumaano sa napudot.
Ay kat aganos ka ah. Ta saan ka mat anayan nakabak ng Philip.
Uwan nga rod ah.
Sapay nakaungungit ni tata.
Ay sus, sika talaga. Nagadua reklamom. O sige, magnatayo kit din. Iti kasta, makaawid tayo ni Jebalay. Amangan no bautan na tayo manan ni tatang, no marabyan tayo manan nga agawid.
Imot ko nakagawid ka dagos kalpasan di klasem. Hingam sa dino tinapnapanam, ha? Apangita ka lang nga nagawid, ha? Ha? Ha?
Anay ko tatang gusto na.
Sa dino tinapnapanam ko na, ha?
Anay, gusto na tatang. Napanak na gayayam iti basketball.
Kat anya nga itinaganap mo anapan na basketball, ha? Nabsog ka kade anapan na ayam?
San tatang?
Napannog ka, kasta kade?
Un tatang.
No te palagay ayam mo kuma iti basketball. Kat timulong ka kuma dito'y balay. Adda kuma ti Serbina. Namin ano ka napalpalagipan. Ngam talaga natangkin ti ulong.
Anay ko. Gusto na tatang. Ikarik. Saan na maulit. Agawin ako na dagos. Kalpasan di klasik. Saan ako na mag-iayam iti basketball. Sorry, tatang. Sorry.
Unay kalakit din aya Elpidio. Binaot-baot mo man gaya man ni Philip.
Wana, tanatanggan mo't gamit yung ulo na. Awan dengdenggan lasaw.
Ang pinalalwam mo't piman jay anak ta.
Kas jay ti rumbang iti ubing anatang ti ulo na. Kita man, no saan pa'y laang
Lakay.
Bakit? Panang disiplina lang ti kasi nga aramidag kadagit anak ta.
Ngam kita ata numaminsan, kat masobra ang matimang baot kadakwada. Nang runa unay kini Philip.
Hustol! Nagkado ka nga. Di nakisuraw, kamuktar aramidag ko nakmanan. Apay ka sila na uli magtibalay, bakit? Sa badumat ita. Sa dino tayong dagiti ubing.
Ay na, nakaturog da pa'y alakay.
Anya? Ay! Ringom itan aldawan!
Ay kat mariing dantulat na alakay.
Ay sos! San amabalinti ka sa kanyak dalya?
Erpicho.
Gladys! Junet! Pili! Bumawang ka ditan! Bumta ka dyan sa haratinwang! Ngum nakailag kayo pelang dyan ha! Kaputawan ti eskwela yun, di kayo matan bumangon! Bumangon ka ditan! Tado ti matrabaho! Gladys,
Tatang?
agkuyog kayo kini Judith ama panmangi pastor kadagiti dingwan tayo.
Wan tatang.
Kitaan nyo, tadyad ta mabalinda paglinungan ti pangipagutan nyo. Kan kitaan nyo, tawan ti bakras amabalin apakatin na ganda.
Wan tatang.
Bantayan nyo ti oras, tamapan nyo to ida painuman into naldaw.
Wan tatang.
Sa dino tayo ni Philip,
Hapay ka di, tatang.
agrubot ka batin, tagkuyog tamapan ni Jatalon, tulungan nak nga garado.
Wan, tatang.
Numalpas yun, dagiti maarami dito'y balay, sumaruno kayon to ni Jatalon, tado ti maarami di jay, ha?
Wan tatang.
Nasaya at tasimangpet kan lakay. Kunak numarabyan ka manin nga agawin.
Nasapak, tanadamag ko nga inpauraga gayam ni pare isko ti tarakan na baka. Di magasakit di balay da. Nangalaki ti sidan tayo.
Ay kat naimas nga rod ti pangrabyan tayo itaalakay.
Lao na ya bakit? Aywan, sa dino tayo nagitanak ta.
Adada ijay salas lakay. Madama ti panagrepaso da. Exam da kanu ngamin inton bigan.
Gas daya.
Wan lakay. Apay. Adda ka di pangibaunam kadakwada, taayabak ida.
Saanan? Bayami da nga review. Di mo itang disturbuan. Siya kung timang luto dito yung sangput ko karne.
Siya kun alakay, itikas na makainanakamot ang naggapo ijay talon.
Siga, di ati agina na bakit? Amok anabanog ka na pan nakilabada. Iso siya kung tagluto.
Ala, si kangarod ti makaamo lakay.
Wen bakit? Ag-relax ka lang dita. Ayaban ka ito, inton makaluto akon.
Daytoy ti card dagiti anak talakay. Kita nagngangato dagiti grado da.
Dan, kita man bakit?
Daytoy ti card ni Gladys.
Ha? Ne, line of 9 mo't amin ngagpeso.
Wala kay. Daytoy mo ti card ni Judith.
Dan. Oh, line of 9 mo't lang amin.
Wala kay.
Ni ngay Philip, ayan mo't ti card na bakit?
Atoy lakay. Nangato mo't lang dagiti grado na.
Dan, kita man. At dadwa a line of 8 na. At least nakatulat ta bakit?
Wala kay.
Talaga na sirip, dagit anak ta bakit?
Wala kay.
At damanan ako magagita kag trabaho no kastoy laang bakit?
Uray siyak mo't alakay. Maikat ti banbanog ko. No kastoy ti makitak agrado dagiti anak ta.
Bakit? Ayaba mong nagitan nagtatamangan tayon. Naidasar kunti pangrabyan tayo.
Wala kay. Philip, ayaba mong damanang mo, tamangan tayon.
Nanang.
Oh, anyang itin lutom asidaan tayo, lakay.
Nangyang rakiti bukal bakit? Linaw ka kiti karni ti baboy.
Ay na, nagimasan no kasta lakay.
Siyempre, bakit? Ay, anak ko! Umay kayo mga anan, Maminsan lang ka dito, ayab.
Wan tatang, umay kamin.
Nagbandumitan kisidain tayo.
Wow! Adumanin ti makan ko no kastilaan.
Nalalala, agtugaw kayon. Agigiddan tayon ang mga anak ko. Ang sakbay na agkararag tayo pa, ha?
Ala, agtugaw kayon anak ko. Tasangsang kamay sa tayong agkararag. Agyaman tayo iti Diyos, kadag iti parabor na kada tayo. Ay nalakay, nasa isaya at sano ipandakalaangan iya ospital.
Saanan bakit? Ay kimbakak matlang. Dalapit na panog ko lang dito, Narabisan ak namin dito na minsan nga aldaw kat.
Wan angam ni, saan matan abo mababati-gurigor mo? Nakamanukan atumar iti agas, angam saan mat apumipyat ipudot mo.
Wan nga rata. Mang parte ka makititinitib ang manok bakit? Ikam iti adwalaya. Taag sa bawak man. Barang pumipiyatirik na ka.
Sige, mabiit lang nga ron ta ibagakin ni Philip, tamang tiliw iti manok lakay. Kumustan tirik nam lakay? At damot laang ka di pimipian na.
Diyan araw daw mo bakit? Diyan mo tan mawawatan tirik na ka. Malaminak. Indon kon. Napudot mo ng tirik na ka. Sakit ng sakit tibagbagit. Kasi lang makunkunot tila sa lasag ko.
Agtangkaso kang arod ano kasta lakay.
Kaya't kundi mapanidya talo na talaga jakpay lang kabalan.
Ay na, di mon pilitan lakay. Agina nakakit di. Iti kasta daras kang umimbag. Nukunak tuma ngamin nga idigos mo, idinaarbisan ka. Ngam natangkan mo ti ulong.
Ay, talaga siguro mata. Dimtang mati ba nagsakit ko bakit? Mangluto ka man kit itilugaw. Taiso te ka na ka. Ikami ti hado alayagan paminta. Sagpawa mi ti karni ti manok kan itlog.
Sige lakay, mabiit lang nga ron tamang luto Iti kasta makapangan kan makatumar kamatan iti agas mo. Ne, sa dino ti papanam elpidyo, nakabunang kamat.
Mapanag iti talon bakit? Mapan ko sa rungkaran dagiti mulak.
Ay na, di mon pilitan ti mapanlakay. Saan ka pa'y unay anaimbag? Kan may sa, kagap-gapok laang mat ijay idi kalman.
Sa bali at tamot ano siya ka mismo ti mapan bakit? Sana bali? Ta sa anak mo't ngagbayag ijay. Agawid ak mo't ladagos bakit?
Ang lakay.
Awan ka di tirumbang nga pagtanagam dilya. Kaba ilak ti bagik kunak manan. Kasi ti kanayon ko nga ibaga, awan tinalawa at agaming hininanang yo. Kas makita yo man, basit lang to'y daga suksukayan tayo. Iso nga agadal kayo kumana imbag anak ko. Tay sulayang dahi ti may patawid mi kada kayong agkakapsat.
Pudno ti kino na ti amayo, anak ko. Iso adi kay kumagumurgura no kanayon kayo amautan. Ngamin, para mutlaang kada kayo dahito yung aramidan mi.
Gladys,
Tatang,
sikat ti inauna. Iso kita ang ti pagsayahatan yung agkakapsat. So ruam dagiti addim kadagiti banag adidaam mo.
wan tatang.
Si Kamat Judith, agtungpal kayo kinimanang yo. No adamo dagiti saan nga amo ni manang yo, ay kat mabalin nyo latamat nga isurukan kwa na.
Una nang.
Philip,
Tatang,
pudno asikati inaude. Ang kanayon mo alaglagipon asikati lalaki. Iso adi ka agkapoy-kapoy. Rumbang nalaing nga aramidem mo't amin akabailam amang tulong ka dagiti kakapsat mo. Kastamutin kada kami kininanang mo.
un tatang.
Uray kasano ti kinarigat ti biyag anak ko. Ikarigatan nyo tag-eskwela. Di kay agpaabak kadagiti panubo kadumteng. Aramidan nyo kit di dagita akarit ken inspirasyon. Iti kasta, makaeskwela kayo, anak ko.
Miss F, nakita ken nariknak dagiti rigat ken sakripisyo dagiti dadakkel mi. Ket no saan siguro akas jay ti kinaistrikto da idi kada kami nga agkakapsat, amangan no saan kami met anakaadal, ket saan met siguro anapintas ti kasasaad mi iti biag ita. Isu nga ita, araramidan mi met amin akabaalan mi, tapno makasubalit kadakwada. Aging galaangan ditoy Miss F, ket pagyamanak unay ti ingka panangibasa ken panangyornos, para iti panakaidrama toy surat ko. To'y pagayam mo, Philip.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, I'm reacting to another emotional episode of T. This episode tells the story of Philip, a man who looks back at his childhood and remembers the hardships, discipline, and sacrifices that shaped him and his siblings into the people they became. From the beginning, the episode already gives us that familiar feeling of reflection. T is not just about remembering the past. It is about looking back at the painful, difficult, and meaningful moments that taught us something about life. In this episode, the past is not shown as perfect. It is filled with struggles, strict parents, farm work, school responsibilities, hunger, exhaustion, and sometimes tears. But at the same time, it is also filled with love, guidance, family values, and sacrifice. Philip writes to the program and asks that his name be hidden. He says he is originally from La Union, but he and his wife are now living in. He begins his story by sharing the life he experienced when he and his siblings were still young. Their family depended on farming. They were not rich. Their daily life was simple, difficult, and physically tiring. Their parents worked hard in the fields, and the children were also expected to help at home and in the farm. Right away, this episode shows us a kind of childhood that is very different from what many children experience today. In Philip's childhood, life was not centered on comfort, gadgets, or entertainment. It was centered on responsibility. The children had school, but they also had chores. They had dreams, but they also had duties. They had the right to play, but only after work was done. One of the first scenes that stands out is when Philip gets into trouble at school. His teacher reports that something was broken in the classroom because the children were playing inside. This immediately brings conflict into the home. His mother becomes upset and his father later disciplines him. As viewers, this scene can feel uncomfortable because the parents are very strict, but it also shows the kind of family environment Philip grew up in. Mistakes had consequences. The children were expected to respect school property, listen to teachers, and behave properly. However, while reacting to this, I think it is important to say that discipline should always be guided by love and responsibility, not anger. Strict parenting may come from concern, but children also need understanding, patience, and emotional safety. In this episode, the parents clearly love their children, but their way of showing love is shaped by hardship, poverty, and the belief that children must learn discipline early in life. Another powerful part of the story is the daily chores at home. Philip and his siblings are told to clean, organize their books and notebooks, help in the house, and later assist in the farm. Their mother gets frustrated because things are scattered around the house. She reminds them that she is tired from farm work, and yet she still comes home to a messy house. This part feels very real. Many parents, especially those who work physically demanding jobs, often become impatient when they feel that their children do not appreciate how hard they work. The children, on the other hand, also feel tired. They are young, they want to play, they want to rest. They do not fully understand yet the weight their parents are carrying. This is one of the reasons the story feels so human. The parents are not perfect, and the children are not perfect either. Everyone is tired, everyone is struggling, everyone is trying to survive in their own way. I also noticed the contrast between Philip and his sisters. Gladys and Judith appear more responsible in some scenes. They help with cooking, cleaning, or studying. Philip, meanwhile, seems to be more playful and sometimes less focused. He goes out to play basketball instead of going straight home. His father becomes angry because Philip disobeys and forgets his responsibilities. That basketball scene is important because it shows Philip's childhood desire for freedom. He is not a bad child. He simply wants to enjoy being young. He wants to play with friends, but in his family, free time comes after responsibility. His father's reaction is harsh, but the message behind it is clear. Life is difficult, and if Philip does not learn discipline now, he may suffer later. This is where the episode becomes very reflective. It asks us to think about parenting, discipline, and poverty. For families who have very little, every mistake can feel heavy. A broken mirror at school is not just a small accident, it becomes an expense. Coming home late is not just a simple delay, it means work is left unfinished. Resting too long is not just laziness, it may mean the farm work will not be completed. Poverty makes every action feel more serious. And that is one of the strongest emotional truths of the episode. When people have a comfortable life, they may have more room for mistakes. But when a family is struggling, every peso, every hour, and every task matters. Philip's parents were strict because they knew how hard life could be. They did not want their children to grow up careless. They wanted them to become strong and educated. There is also a scene where the children are awakened early in the morning. Their father wants them to help before school. This really shows the intensity of their childhood routine. Imagine being a child, waking up early, helping with chores or farm work, then going to school, then coming home to more responsibilities. It is exhausting, but for Philip's family, this was normal. At the same time, the mother sometimes shows a softer side. She worries that the children are too tired. She says they also need rest, especially if they have school or exams. This balance between the father's strictness and the mother's concern adds emotional depth to the story. The father represents discipline, hard work, and survival. The mother represents care, understanding, and protection. Both of them are important, even if they sometimes disagree. One of my favorite parts of the episode is when the children's grades are revealed. The father sees that Gladys, Judith, and Philip are doing well in school. Their grades are high. That moment changes the mood of the story. After all the scolding, the chores, the farm work, and the strict rules, we see that the children are not neglecting their studies. They are actually succeeding. This moment is very touching because it shows that the parents' sacrifices are not wasted. The father becomes proud. The mother becomes happy. The children's hard work in school gives meaning to everything the family has endured. It is a quiet but powerful victory. For me, this is one of the emotional highlights of the episode. The family may be poor, but they are rich in perseverance. They may not have many material things, but they value education. They may live a hard life, but they are building a better future through discipline and learning. There is also a beautiful family dinner scene. They gather together, pray, and eat the food prepared at home. After so many scenes of conflict and work, this dinner feels warm. It reminds us that even strict families still have moments of tenderness. The father may be tough, but he is also proud of his children. The mother may be tired, but she continues to cook and care for everyone. The children may complain, but they still sit with their family and share a meal. That scene captures the heart of many traditional families. Love is not always expressed through sweet words. Sometimes it is expressed through food, labor, rules, and sacrifice. The parents may not always say, "I love you," but they show it by working in the field, cooking meals, paying for school needs, and pushing their children to succeed. Later in the story, the father becomes sick or physically weak. This is another emotional turning point. The man who used to wake everyone early, give orders, work in the farm, and carry the burden of discipline is now shown as vulnerable. He is not just a strict father anymore. He is also a tired man, a man who has worked hard for many years, a man whose body is beginning to feel the cost of sacrifice. This part made me think deeply. Sometimes children only understand their parents when they grow older. When we are young, we may see strictness as cruelty. We may see rules as unfair. We may see chores as punishment. But when we become adults, we begin to understand the fear behind our parents' discipline. They were afraid that we would suffer. They were afraid that we would become careless. They were afraid that life would be harder for us if they did not teach us early. Philip's reflection at the end is very meaningful. He says that when he looks back, he realizes the hardships and sacrifices of his parents. He understands that if they had not been strict, he and his siblings might not have finished their studies or reached a better life. That realization is the emotional core of the episode. This is not just a story about a strict father. It is a story about gratitude. Philip now understands that his parents' strictness had a purpose. It was not perfect. It may have been painful at times, but behind it was a dream, the dream that their children would not remain trapped in poverty. The parents wanted their children to have better lives than they had. That is one of the deepest forms of parental love. However, I also think this episode invites modern viewers to reflect carefully. We can honor the sacrifices of strict parents while also recognizing that discipline today should be done with more communication and compassion. Children need guidance, but they also need emotional support. They need to learn responsibility, but they should not grow up feeling unloved or afraid. That is why this story is powerful. It does not give a simple answer. It does not say that strict parenting is always right or always wrong. Instead, it shows how poverty, tradition, love, fear, and survival all come together in one family. The final message from the program also compares the past and the present. It mentions how children before were used to chores and hard work, while many children today are more attached to gadgets, computers, and this comparison is common and it carries a lesson. Technology is not bad, but children still need values. They still need responsibility. They still need respect for parents, respect for work, and appreciation for education. For me, the lesson is not that the past was perfect. The past was hard. Many children suffered, worked too much, or were disciplined too harshly. But the past also had values that are worth remembering: perseverance, respect, family cooperation, gratitude, and the belief that education can change one's life. Philip's story is a reminder that success often comes from invisible sacrifices. When we see someone who has a good life today, we may not see the childhood struggles behind that success. We may not see the early mornings, the farm work, the scolding, the hunger, the tired parents, or the pressure to study hard, but all of those experiences can shape a person. What I appreciate most about Philip is that he does not tell the story with bitterness. He looks back with understanding. He recognizes the pain, but he also recognizes the love. He remembers the strictness, but he also sees the purpose behind it. That kind of reflection shows maturity. His message to his parents is also touching. He and his siblings are now doing what they can to give back. That is beautiful because it completes the cycle of sacrifice. The parents worked hard for the children. Now the children want to repay them with gratitude, care, and respect. This episode made me think about how many parents quietly suffer for their children. They may not always explain their worries. They may not always express their emotions well. But behind their tired faces are dreams for their children's future. They want their children to finish school. They want them to avoid the hardships they experienced. They want them to stand on their own. At the same time, it also made me think about children who grew up under strict parents. Some of them may carry pain, some may carry gratitude, some may carry both, and that is okay. Family memories are often complicated. We can love our parents and still admit that some things hurt us. We can be grateful and still hope for gentler ways of teaching the next generation. That is why T works so well as a program. It brings back memories not just to make us cry, but to make us understand life more deeply. It gives voice to ordinary people whose stories reflect many families. Philip's story is simple, but it is meaningful. A farming family, strict parents, children who complain, work, study, and grow, a father who pushes them, a mother who cares for them, a home that is sometimes filled with scolding, but also filled with food, prayer, and hope. In the end, those children grow up and finally understand what their parents were trying to do. My final reaction to this episode is that it is emotional, nostalgic, and full of lessons. It reminds us to appreciate our parents, especially if they sacrificed a lot for us. It also reminds parents that discipline is powerful, but it should be balanced with love, patience, and understanding. To Philip, his story is a memory of the past, but to viewers, it is a mirror. It asks us, do we appreciate the sacrifices behind our present life? Do we understand the people who worked hard for us? Are we teaching the next generation responsibility without forgetting kindness? This episode shows that hardship can become a teacher, discipline can shape a person, education can change a family's future, and gratitude can heal old memories. That is my reaction to this episode of T. Thank you for watching. May this story remind us to value our families, respect the sacrifices of our parents, and carry the lessons of the past with wisdom and compassion.
Agyaman kami, ag-subscribe kayo, agkita manin.